And continuing our coverage on flooding in Connecticut, MTA Metro North Railroad had to suspend service today.
Yeah, we're getting our first look at the damages to the Waterbury branch, and to walk us through what happened, we are joined now by Metro North Railroad President Catherine Rinaldi. Catherine, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us what happened during flooding yesterday and where are those damages?
Yeah, I mean, you've been reporting on the heavy rains in that portion of the state of Connecticut, and we were really hard hit on the Danbury branch and on the Waterbury branch. So we suspended service on both branches last night. The good news is that the Metro North employees have been out on the Danbury branch all day today, and we are bringing back service now in time for the PM rush. So the Danbury branch has been restored, which is great news. The Waterbury branch is a little bit more complicated. We have two pretty significant washouts, one near Beacon Falls and one just south of Seymour Station. So it's going to take a while for us to be able to restore train service through both of those areas. So at this point, we're going to be starting a limited bus service tonight for those customers who are not able to make their way over to the New Haven main line who need service. We'll be building up that bus service in coming days, but we wanted to get something going tonight to help those customers who really need to travel.
Absolutely. So we're looking at photos that you sent to us, right, of the damages. I kind of want to know what this is. I think the Danbury line, because that's the one that has the washed out roads. Looks like a bit of a mudslide sort of thing happened there. So what will repairs look like?
So I think the photos that you're referring to are actually on the Waterbury branch. That's where we're really going to focus our efforts now that the Danbury is back. And essentially what we need to do is just dump stone in that area and to be able to just restore the infrastructure under the track. One of the areas that was washed out was a culvert, actually, and then the other, the stone just kind of was carried away by all of that water. So we're going to have to come back in with stone, dump stone there, and restore the stability of those slopes to be able to continue to run train service safely.
I want to ask you, is this a kind of thing that you knew was a possibility and had planned and had plans in place for? And is this sort of a harbinger of things that are possible to come? That looks pretty bad, that damage that we're looking at, the washouts.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're very, very focused on the resiliency of our infrastructure. I mean, I think Metro North, like a lot of other railroads, is making plans on how to deal with these kind of heavy rainfall events that seem to be way more common than they used to be. And we're making a lot of investments, and we have a lot of emergency preparedness procedures to be able to address, unfortunately, these kinds of disruptions. So, the Metro North team has a lot of experience dealing with these kinds of disruptions. But I think yesterday's rain, I don't think anybody anticipated how much was going to fall in such a concentrated period of time. So we're really pleased that we got the Danbury service back, and the New Haven mainline service is running well. That's been running normally all day. So that's an option for a lot of our customers.
And that's great that you were able to have it resume right before rush hour. We really appreciate it. Metro North Railroad President Catherine Rinaldi.